It is great to be alive. I'm breathing. I'm scared of the cryptocurrency market, so it's telling me that the fear is telling me that I'm alive. And I want to talk about a cryptocurrency that everybody is screaming about at the top of their lungs. It is the most requested video, VeChain. VeChain with the big community, with the Walmart partnership, quote unquote Walmart partnership, which is pretty much the only thing going for it. But I'm going to be clear with you guys. This is not a bullish video. Actually, after doing my research, VeChain looks like a horrible investment. But I will tell you that after this research, you can learn something about smart contracts so that you don't fall into the same mistake of your friend shilling you VeChain or a YouTuber shilling you VeChain and then you buying into a fundamentally not sound cryptocurrency, because this looks horrible. VeChain looks horrible. I'm just being clear with you guys, and I'm sorry for telling the truth, but it must be told. In this video, I'm going to do a complete review on VeChain, and I will not give you hopium. I will tell you the truth. If you respect that, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel, blah, 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 blah. If we come over here, VeChain has recently pumped 4.9%. We have a market cap of $3.9 billion. It's relatively safe. At least it's not a rug pull. You know, VeChain definitely has a little bit going for it, but it bothers me. It bothers me to my bone because I have specific reasons why I like cryptocurrencies, and they have violated pretty much every single one of them. And the price has violated its investors. From the all-time high, you can see it's down 79.84%. That is sad, and I honestly feel bad for you if you have held through this volatility. And my goal is not to rub it in your face. Again, my goal is to help you learn about these investment decisions because, like I've said 1,000 times, in the last bear run in 2017, altcoins dropped 90%. If this little sideways action Bitcoin has been doing for the past couple of months, since summer doesn't scream bear run for some altcoins, I don't know what does, because this dropped 79.84%. I do not have confidence in VeChain at all. If we look at VeChain versus Ethereum, pretty much VeChain does not catalyze its own price increase in any way, shape, or form. VeChain follows the altcoin market, and it does not do anything itself. Again, I am not here trying to give people hopium. I am just telling them the truth. Pretty much the only thing I've ever seen about VeChain that probably catalyzed this price, and my voice just cracked. Yes, it just cracked, but it sounds good anyways, is a KuCoin listing future. That's pretty much it. And the thing is, I wouldn't even consider this a price increase. And what we're looking at here, for the people that don't understand what's going on, we're looking at VeChain's price compared to Ethereum. So when this chart goes up, VeChain is doing better than Ethereum. When this chart goes down, Ethereum is doing better than VeChain. And the last chart we looked at was the USD. So it did lose 79% against cash, but against Ethereum, honestly, I don't know if I want to do 83% against Ethereum. That's really, really sad. And again, the point I'm trying to make is that VeChain pretty much does nothing. I think the only bullish news that really stands out is that they have a partnership with Walmart in China specifically. So not all over the world, in China. And I think it's just a test beta. I don't know if it's anything significant or serious. This is why I haven't talked about VeChain, because to be completely honest with you, it does not excite me at all. It does not excite me. And the reason for it is because, again, it just follows the general market. The only thing they have going for it is pretty much the partnership and a community. If we look right here, you could see around this date, January of 2021, all of altcoins did well. This is the top 100 altcoins versus Bitcoin dominance. So when this chart goes up, the top 100 altcoins are doing well against Bitcoin. When it goes down, Bitcoin is doing better than the top 100 altcoins. So this is considered kind of an altcoin season here. And again, if we look at VeChain, this is the time it did well, literally February. So it wasn't like something that they catalyzed. They didn't do good marketing. It was just that all altcoins were doing well, and VeChain benefited from that. So the question you have to ask yourself is, are there better altcoins to invest in? Let me just say it for you now. Yes, there's better altcoins to invest in. Now, what is VeChain? VeChain is basically a smart contract platform. And their goal is to basically identify items as if they're real or fake. So basically, they have kind of like a supply chain system where they can tag items and you can refer to the blockchain to see if it's a real item or not. They have VeChain Thor, which is a public blockchain that derives its value from activities created by members within the ecosystem solving real world economic problems. And they have a couple of other things like Connects, which is a standard interface to connect with VeChain apps with the VeChain blockchain and user. And they have the latest VeChain wallet, whatever, Sync 2. They have a VeChain wallet, which honestly they claim it works with all mainstream browsers. That's probably fine, but it doesn't work with the biggest wallet in cryptocurrency, which is MetaMask. And this is why I didn't even connect to it, and I can care less, because if it doesn't connect to MetaMask, it doesn't follow what every other smart contract platform follows. Now, I looked at, the founder, and this guy has some pretty good experience, I guess. He worked for Louis Vuitton in China. He was the CIO. He also worked as an IT manager from Bacardi. And now he's the co-founder and CEO of VeChain. I look at his Twitter, and he's not he's not doing anything, bro. Like, what are you doing? I mean, I don't know. Don't get me wrong. He's probably doing a lot in the back, but I don't really see it, to be honest. I don't see anything crazy. The recent, I guess you could say, big hype around VeChain is that they finally came out with a stable coin. Finally, VUSD, their first stablecoin enabling Web3 DeFi sustainability. They're saying that it enables Web3 and DeFi, but they don't have any Web3 or DeFi. They don't have any of that. So what are you talking about? If we look at the community, again, this is probably the only thing that's going good for them. They have 559K followers. That's probably the market. That's why the market cap's that high. They have 37,000 followers on Telegram, and their Reddit is pretty big as well. They have 221K. That's pretty much the only thing they've done good is their marketing. Now, what pisses me off is that they did their marketing really good. They got all of this capital and a large market cap, and it couldn't do anything. There's literally smaller market cap coins that are doing more than VeChain, and that's what's really pissing me off. Now, in recent history, they came out with a website called VeChain Stats. This recently came out. What? Your block explorer recently came out after all of those billions of dollars were invested in you guys. And not only that, but look at the user interface. It's trash. Who put this together? You really cannot even read these words right here. It's like almost sad. Like, this is a horrible attempt at a blockchain explorer. And I'm just being real with you guys. And if you could look, they have like the normal on-chain metrics, like the top 100 addresses from crypto.com. And these guys own a large percentage of the supply, just like most, I guess you could say cryptocurrencies out there. So nothing new there, nothing crazy, but it just really pisses me off that they have this really bad interface that you can't even read the lettering. And yeah, I don't know. This bad vibes. This is literally $1 billion project, and they come out with this BS. It pisses me off a little bit. Not only that, but they have pretty much no TVL. They have TVL from one decentralized exchange, which I don't trust this number. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't trust this number. So there's nobody investing in the actual infrastructure of VeChain. And they have, I guess, a DEX called VExchange. And I don't even know if it works because, again, it does not connect to MetaMask. You have to use this random wallet, and I'm not buying VeChain and setting it to this random wallet. I'm just not doing it. I'm not doing it, and I'm not doing it. But I'm sure it does work. But again, it's only one decentralized exchange. This is worse than Cardano. This is way worse than Cardano, way worse than Solana. Okay. If we look at, what they're trying to do, comparison to Solana, they're trying to capture the NFT trend like every other layer one blockchain, but they're doing a very bad attempt. So I do want to show you guys this chart here. What we're looking at is Solana versus Ethereum. Solana was the best at doing this and capturing the NFT trend. So we can look at their case study to see if, VeChain is doing something similar. Let me just give you the quick answer. They're not, but you can see right here that there was a massive adoption in Solana. This is because they came out with degenerative apes. They partnered with FTX. FTX bought a big amount of apes. They've spent like $1.2 million. Don't quote me on that. It was a large amount. And they basically pushed this massive marketing campaign on Solana. This captured most of their users. Again, we're looking at Sol versus ETH. So when this chart goes up, Solana is doing better than Ethereum. And then when this chart is going down, Ethereum is doing better than Solana. So the beauty of this chart is you can see these isolated events when Solana does better than ETH and kind of look at, what was the catalyst, right? So in this case right here, we have August of 2021. This was isolated, right? But, in this case here, this was the whole altcoin market. This was the same time frame we looked at in the beginning of the video. This was January, February. The whole altcoin market moved up, and then Solana had an isolated catalyzed event. This is what I look for. This is important. VeChain has not been able to pull this off at all, okay? They haven't. Now, if we look at what they're trying to do, now they're trying to push these NFTs, which I absolutely hate, because these NFTs will probably not retain value because not like 90% of all value generated in NFT world is on Ethereum. And the fact that they have pretty much no ecosystem, they have hardly any apps, guys. The developers, they're paying them nothing. I just don't like it. I'm never going to buy an NFT on a platform like this. I'm just not going to do it. And the only thing they have going from, of course, is the Walmart, I guess you could say, retail Walmart location. They only have 11, I guess you could say. But yeah, I don't know. They don't really have, again, too much going for them except for these partnerships. And yeah, I hate partnership marketing because they usually end up in a bad way. But they do have one thing going for them, which is they have a EVM compatible network, so you can easily transfer code from Ethereum to VeChain. Some blockchains don't have that, so I'm glad that they at least have that. But to be honest with you, the developers don't care. As you can see here, we're looking at top tier smart contract platforms, and VeChain's not even in the category. It's not even in the vicinity of competition. So there's really not too much to talk about, to be honest with you. And if we come over here to this developer report put out by Electronic Capital, VeChain's not to be mentioned anywhere. I don't think real investors, I don't think people that seriously research cryptocurrency are thinking about VeChain. I think it's retail people that look at the Walmart thing and the marketing they put out and automatically assume that this is a great project. Now, if we look at the grant, the VeChain Foundation grant program, they're like slapping people in the face. Up to $30K for each application? Are you kidding me? Do you realize that the average salary for a good developer is like $250K? They're slapping people. They gave away $1 million they gave away $1 million. Oh my business made more than that. This is a slap in the face of the developers. They're not paying enough. They don't have a developer incentive program. And the fact that they keep pushing this $1 million USD grant program is a slap to every developer's face, and they're not going to jump on this platform. I guarantee it. Now, if we look at their apps, you can see it's very limited. Very limited. Not a lot of apps. Guys, I know I'm bashing it really hard, but this is the biggest reason why I hate VeChain, and I hate it with a passion. It's because they use something called proof of authority consensus mechanism, meaning they pick the validators. They pick who validates the networks, and they can collude. They can collude with each other and say if something is going to be accepted in the block or not. This is why I really hate VeChain, because you are not decentralized. You are centralized, VeChain. You are centralized, and it goes against everything I know about blockchain technology. Let me be clear. I hate centralized entities. And if you feel me on that, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel. That's it for this video. If you like the quality of this content, hit like. If you don't, leave some constructive criticism, subscribe for more video updates. And like I always say, if you don't get with it, you will get left behind. And if you're holding VeChain, you have already got left behind by 79.84%. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just being real. Follow the channel. I'll show you the real projects. I'll show you what's about to actually do well, okay? It is not financial advice, but you might make some money on the back end, okay? Thanks for watching this video, guys. Catch you in the next one.